And Sujit is a senior packaging manager with Nykaa. And he was associated with Marico as the packaging division. I don't know why is there so many ex-Marico people.
I'm surprised to see them here.
Yesterday also we had. So looks like they are the most innovative.
Yeah.
And at Marico, he was managing the overall packaging related activities, was responsible for formulating packaging strategies, packaging development, vendor management, implementing and design the overall costing related to packaging needs, and designing the packaging plans across. Prior to that, he was a senior R&D associate at Hindustan Unilever. Collectively, he has an overall experience of over 13 years in the packaging industry, pan-India and global level. Now that we've been all the time talking about this, how the biggest channel is now the online. So I thought it's very important that we understand how, the online channel works with regard to packaging, because I have seen many a times what works in the store shelf doesn't work in the online. And there are so many other factors. So now I think this will be one of very crucially important presentation, because most of our guys are now doing online work. So thank you, Sujit, please.
Thank you. Thanks, Sheila. So e-commerce sets off new packaging trend. Am I audible? Yeah. So e-commerce sets off new packaging trend. A very heavy topic which came to my way. So I was frankly telling you, there is no packaging trend for e-commerce. The only thing which I believe is the product which has been selected by the consumer has to reach to him safely. So my presentation revolves around that, but just a brief introduction about Nykaa, which is a most talked about new startup today. So Nykaa. First, I'll tell you how the name for this company was derived. Nykaa actually is derived from a Sanskrit word called Nayika. It's about women. He has nothing to do with it. This is the pure, simple chap who is coming and delivering the box to you. But he has to listen to it. Why this has happened, everything, then you have to return. The moment where you require it has gone. That joy has gone. That moment is past. You don't require it. It speaks a lot bad about the brand. Trust me, your sales can droop like anything. I have gone through. So my earlier company, I was working into more FMCG sector. This is cosmetic company for me for the first time. And I tell you, it impacts very negatively. You don't get a second chance. So what would happen? This would be the exact features would be coming to your face. This would exact reaction which will be happening that time, right? If I could have been more verbose, there will be very elemented language would be also coming into it, right? Yeah. So, from there, where packaging plays a picture. We require a robust packaging for this. This is a standard statement which every packaging guy receives. Believe me, volumes can be written on that. Okay, how it should be robust, what should happen. Plenty of gyan comes in that this could have happened in a different way. I also have thought that we should have packed it into a fumigated wooden box, iron box, or plastic which doesn't tear, something like that. But is it a right way to do it? No, I don't think. Overpacking is not right way to do it. Robust packing is not the way. What we require is an optimized packaging solution to this. So how we arrive to that? What we do to that? So there is a science, there is a stage-wise meticulous channel we have to take. So first, in Nykaa, we do keep on tracking these things. We try to keep on improvising. So this is the basic packaging cycle which a product goes through. First, the filling happens, first moment of contact. Then it goes into a carton. Then it gets delivered to your warehouse. Then there, what happens is like they are distributed into small packets. So reopening of the packet, again getting then packed into the small boxes, the delivery boxes, segregation, distribution, and then it goes to the consumer. That is completely uncontrolled environment. You just can't control that. What could go wrong given today's environmental condition? Being India, a tropical country, humidity is always high. Your CFC is going to collapse. It doesn't have those what do you call codes onto the CFC. Everything, every possible nonsense is going to happen to that. Now, how you are going to do that, and how you are going to curb all these problems? So, these are the challenges. First, a packaging guy has in his mind what would go wrong. Basic thing: a bottle, a cap, and a liquid shampoo bottle leakage. One leak bottle, entire CFC goes out. And not only that CFC, whatever is lying around it, and if it's oil, God forbid, it's like nightmare. Complete, well, like, entire column of the CFC is like completely doomed. Just think, and that is not the only thing. Your transportation, again, getting that pack to the warehouse, means like destroying those packets. It in every stage you pay taxes, and it involves lots and lots of investment which goes. That actually draws and eat away all your profits. So to overcome this, there is a primary solution, primary rule to design e-com packaging. So basic, robust, I say. It has to be robust. It's given it has to be robust. It offers good experience. So I just, now that box of delight which I'm saying, if it's overpacked, I bubble wrap it, 2-3 layers of it, I put it into a CFC. That eagerness, it's completely gone off the door where it comes to you, you try to open everything, then find a knife, scissor, anything, you might hurt yourself into that. If that kind of package is, that also speaks very negatively about it. Safeguard your brand equity. If it's damaged, your brand equity is gone. That's what I've spoken earlier. Primary thing, and everywhere, if you see Unilevers, P&Gs, every primary design house or production house, the basic thing is sustainability. The pack has to be sustainable. So Nykaa, as I started my presentation saying that there is no trend. The only simplest thing is right now you can do is the minimum packaging, which is durable and which is sustainable, not affordable. It is sustainable. So what Nykaa did, which I'm also surprised they have never spoken, means we never spoke about it. The first thing we started, we shifted from bubble wrap to air cushions. This is a very good, small, unnoticed innovation. There is simple air seal machine which comes, 2 layers, simple technology which goes for bubble wrap is involved into this. What you have to do, so either ways it can be used. First, either prepare those cushion columns. So there are, means if you require 2-3 layers of bubble wrap to be wound up, because those cells are small. Just imagine there is a bubble wrap, there are small tubular things, and they're completely haphazardly placed. So if you cut it, many get punctured also in that process. Many get, because of their thickness or say sizes, they are punctured, they collapse. But in cushion, I'm sure it takes a lot to damage this kind of a packaging material. And the only thing which we require compared to bubble wrap, my counting and my findings, it's like almost 1:7. That amount, 7 parts of bubble wrap is required, the 1 part of cushion is required. There is a new trend which has been, I have not captured it in this thing, presentation. New trend which has come is like, you have a pillow pouch, inside you put those thermopores just for the masses, EP small, which is now banned actually, but still certain countries do that. You put it in that, and you put your product into, and just blow it. It's a complete cushion. It's an air complete jacket which goes around your product. And it is also safe. That machine is a bit expensive. We are pondering upon it, but someday will come. It's like a basically horizontal or vertical form fill machine with a air injection mechanism given to it. So this is one which we go. And to simplify the complexity, there are 5 styles of, or 5 sizes of RSCs which we have, because you can't have consumer specific. What we have is partition specific. So just assuming we are going to collate certain amount of products into it, you put it that, put those, take 4 or 5 products, put it into the CFC, around you give that air cushions, and that's it. And I can vouch for this that many women present here also would have ordered Nykaa products, and they would have reached in a very safer manner, because our recall or this thing is very less. So we keep on tracking those customer services also with us. So this is how Nykaa products basically are packed. So this is the black color box which you see is for the luxe product or luxury products, how we use. So certain products are very premium. You can't give them into those brown, sad-looking boxes. So we have special boxes, but that consumption is hardly 15 to 10%, which we have. Rest is the similar way. Test which we perform. We don't go on rigorous testing of it, but these are the basic tests which we perform. EACR, yes, it happens on the primary packaging, and smear test and everything. But if you see on a certain level, they are not over-specified, but I would say a bit difference between mass and masstige kind of a packaging. So it is a bit premium, but not expensive. So these are my brands, or Nykaa brands, we say proudly. And these have been just launched in last 3 months, most of them. So Masaba, the Lux, liquid lipsticks, and Bath and Body for sure. So e-commerce packaging, very simple, bubble wraps, and your RSE, nothing beyond that. Thank you. With this, I end my presentation.
So simple, but yet so complicated, because when we end up doing it, is when we don't do simple things, is when we actually mess up things. So thank you so much, Sujit.
You're welcome.